Our next guest is here to talk about how to make the year 2017 the best year ever. We welcome back to the show Simply Luxurious Living author and blogger, Shannon Ables. Hey, Shannon.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
It's great to have you back again. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Have you been living the luxurious life?
Doing my best. Doing my best.
Yes, okay. Well, everybody wants to know what the secret is to making 2017 the best year yet.
Well, let's start big. Take one big risk. And it sounds a little scary, I know, but that's why we're only going to do one. And the key here is to seek out something you're really hopeful for, but maybe there's a fear that's holding you back. And here's some really good news. That fear is actually your agitation and excitement for what you're about to accomplish should you take that risk to do it. Because the universe has to know what you want. You have to apply for that job if you're going to even get a shot at it. You have to put yourself out there and meet that person if you actually want to meet that person.
Really?
So it's about revealing what you truly want your fear is. Yeah. And so take one big risk this year. That's the first step.
Okay. Now, do you consider that to be a resolution, or is that like an actual hardline fact? This is what you need to do in order to accomplish your goals in 2017.
You can call it resolutions, you can call it a goal, or you can just say, how do I want to improve my life? What is it that's lacking, or what I want to achieve that's going to make me feel more in line with my passions and my values? So whatever name you want to give it that works for you, that's the word you want to use.
Okay. Okay. So one big risk, whatever that thing is that makes your heart go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom, boom.
really, it is.
Okay.
And if I haven't achieved it yet, then okay, well, what is it that I think I'm going to attain when I get it? The key there is to say, hopefully it's something intrinsic that you're sincerely passionate about, not for the applause, not for the outside recognition, because you can't control that.
What? Come on, Shannon. I live for applause.
Well,
just ask anyone around here.
True. But you feel good when you bring people exciting news, new information.
Yes.
And that's the intrinsic part. And if you get applause, that's the icing on the cake.
Ah, okay. I like the way you put that. Icing on the cake is always good, but the cake itself is perfectly fine. It's delicious.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So make sure that it's something that you get rewarded on the inside.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good.
Exactly, that you're willing to fight for. I always think of Julia Child in this example because she was determined to create a book, an 850-page cookbook that we now all recognize, but it took her 7 years to write it and 2 sincere rejections before another publisher would pick it up. 7 years. You have to love something passionately and be willing to work for it to stick with it. So if it's intrinsic, it's more likely to happen because you're going to stick with it.
Okay. All right, so we're taking a risk and we're making sure that it's intrinsic.
Right, exactly.
Okay, what else can we do to make it the best year?
Break one habit, one bad habit.
Oh.
Just one. Don't put a bunch on the table, just pick one. And you probably already know immediately one thing that you do, but you know you shouldn't, or it just doesn't ever turn out the way you want it, or you know your life doesn't feel good afterwards when you do it, just in that moment. Maybe it's you eat comfort food that you know you really shouldn't, but man, it feels so good at the moment. And how you're going to change that is basically ask yourself, what's the belief that's making me make that decision? And then change that belief, and then therefore you've changed your thought, and then the action is more likely to be permanent. So for example, I used to watch TV in bed because I thought, well, that helps me go to sleep. But the goal is to get a good night's sleep, and that did not help me get a good night's sleep. So my belief has shifted. I want a good night's sleep. TV does not provide that. And so my thought has shifted, therefore my actions will then change, and I'm more likely to make it a reality.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
But just do one, do it consistently, and be patient.
Patience is the key, though, right? Because we do mess up. We're human.
We're human. And if we pile too many of those changes at once, it's unlikely to happen. So one at a time.
Okay.
One at a time.
Okay, and the last thing, is there one last thing that you can think of?
Well, how about this? Make no more than 3 big goals.
Okay.
No more than 3. So you're starting the new year, you have 12 months in front of you. Yeah, I can do 12 things. No, do 3.
Okay.
Do 3, and then break them down into little steps.
Okay.
And make sure that there are things you truly want, and make sure, again, back to the whole thing, intrinsic. Make sure there's something you're truly passionate about.
So it just all comes back around.
Comes back around.
You know what, Shannon?
Simple and significant.
I see how you can live the simple and luxurious life. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay, for more information about Shannon and for a link to her blog, Living Simply and Luxuriously, head over to our website at KATU.